ready with me whilst I talk about things I wish I could tell my younger self as someone who reverted to Islam. Give you a bit more insight on me. When I was younger, especially in my late teens, I struggled really badly with depression and anxiety and was on medication for a very long time. I struggled a lot with my mental health, and I wish I could have just told that girl that everything is going to be okay and just give her a little bit of advice. The thing I tell myself is you are so much more than how you look. Living in a Western society, it's so easy to place a lot of emphasis on your appearance because it's literally fed to us every single day. From a young age, I developed so many insecurities, and sometimes I'd work myself up so much about it that I didn't even want to leave the house. One of my favorite things about Islam and the hijab is it really takes that away from a woman and allows her to shine for everything else she has to offer. Alhamdulillah, now when I look in the mirror, I don't just see a face, but I see a strong, confident young woman, and I can say that I love myself, and there is no shame in that. The second piece of advice I'd give myself is life is not about getting and having, it's about giving and being. I'm really ashamed to admit it, but for a long time I was a really materialistic person. I wanted to post that I was at the coolest restaurant, wearing the coolest clothes with the coolest people. On the outside, people thought I was living my best life, but really I was surrounded by vacuous people who cared about really empty things. Alhamdulillah, now I find happiness in the simplest of moments, and this isn't something I feel like I need to prove to anyone else. My favorite things about Islam is also how it instills in you selflessness. Last year particularly, I focused so much on charity work and giving back to the community, and no amount of abundance can ever explain the happiness that this can give you. The thing I tell my younger self is Allah or God or whatever I believed in at the time has a plan for you. Even when it feels like the rain is falling so hard, remember that the sun will rise again. I used to feel so far off where I wanted to be and felt like I was rushing to get there, and now I realize that was never something in my control. As long as I'm taking one small step forward every day, inshallah, one day I will get there. I will continue to make dua for everyone who is struggling with their mental health because I know it is not easy. Before I finish, I want to tell you one of my favorite quotes, and it is, "May the flowers remind us why the rain was so necessary." You know, when you are in that rain, sometimes it feels like it's never gonna end, but just remember everything Allah gives us is for a reason, and one day inshallah you will be walking through that field of flowers.